So if you think AI is just about chatbots that can answer your questions, you need to get ready for the next great leap. We're talking about agentic AI. These are systems that don't just talk, they act. In this explainer, we're going to distill the most important insights from the recent Agentic AI Summit to really understand this powerful new frontier.
Okay, so here's how we're going to break this all down. First, we'll define what this new agentic frontier actually is. Then, we'll pop the hood and look at an agent's core toolkit. After that, we'll see them in action with a really cool case study, tackle the big gap between the hype and reality, and finally, look at what it's going to take to build our agent-driven future.
So what is it that makes this moment right now so different? Well, we are moving way beyond the simple question and answer model of AI that we've gotten used to, and into something that is so much more dynamic and autonomous.
And the energy around this shift is just immense. As one expert at the summit put it, this isn't some cresting wave way out on the horizon. This is a crashing wave that is already here. It's got force, it's got momentum, and believe me, it is changing the landscape as we speak.
So what really makes an agent different from, say, a chatbot? To put it simply, an agent isn't just a conversationalist, it's a doer. You see, while a large language model is busy predicting the next word in a sentence, an agent uses that same kind of intelligence to operate tools, to remember past interactions, and to take actual real steps in the digital world to get a job done. Okay, so how can these agents actually do things? Well, it really comes down to two foundational pillars, memory and tools. And that combination, that's the real source of their power.
You know, an agent's memory isn't just one thing, it's layered, kind of like our own. First, there's in-session memory. Think of it like your brain's RAM, just for the current task. Then you've got long-term memory, which lets it learn and hold on to knowledge over time. But the real game changer here is shared memory. This is what lets a whole team of agents work from the same playbook, collaborating on a truly massive scale. Now let's look at that other pillar, tools. The scale of change here is, well, it's absolutely staggering. Just last year, getting an AI to use maybe a few dozen tools was a huge breakthrough. Today, thanks to some brand new frameworks, the number of tools an agent can potentially access has exploded by over 1,000 times.
But that explosion of capability, well, it creates a huge new problem, doesn't it? I mean, if you have a key ring with 1 billion keys on it, how in the world do you find the right one for the job? The answer lies in solving one of the biggest challenges on the agentic frontier right now, tool discovery. See, this isn't just about giving agents access to tools. It's about teaching them to explore, to understand their environment, and to select the absolute best tool for the job, right at the moment it's needed. This is a primary focus for developers. All right, that's enough theory. Let's see what this actually looks like in practice. We're going to take a look at a fascinating case study from Oracle, which is deploying agents in one of the most complex industries you can possibly imagine, healthcare. I mean, just think about it. You've got hospitals, you've got insurance companies, you've got pharmaceutical research, all with different goals and just mountains of data that's walled off from each other. So Oracle is building a multi-agent system that's designed to act like the connective tissue for all of it, making sense of all this complexity to hopefully improve patient outcomes.
And here's how they're doing it. It's not just one single super agent. They use what's called a deep research agent, and it acts like a master strategist, kind of like an analytics consultant. It sees the big picture and it plans the attack. Then it delegates tasks to an agent fleet, a whole team of specialized worker agents that go out and execute those plans all on their own. It's a thinker-doer model. So with all of this amazing potential, why isn't every company just running on agentic AI already? Well, as the speakers at the summit made very clear, the path from a cool demo, a proof of concept, to a reliable, scalable product is absolutely filled with major roadblocks.
The gap between the hype and the reality is, well, it's huge. According to one survey, a staggering 94% of agentic AI projects actually get stuck in that proof of concept stage. They never make it into production, out into the real world. So why is that?
The experts at the summit basically identified 4 key hurdles. First, there's strategic misalignment, where a cool demo doesn't actually solve a real business problem. Second, huge skill gaps, because building and maintaining these things is really hard. Third, the prohibitive costs, and of course the ongoing GPU shortage. And finally, a really big one, a fundamental lack of trust and security in letting these autonomous systems make critical decisions. So how do we get over these hurdles and start building a future where literally trillions of agents can work together effectively? Well, one of the most compelling ideas to come out of the summit was the need for a common language. Right now, we are facing a modern Tower of Babel problem. We have countless teams building incredible agents on all these different platforms, using different frameworks. But without some kind of shared protocol, they just can't talk to each other. They can't collaborate. And that severely limits their collective potential.
One proposed solution is something called NLIP, the Natural Language Interface Protocol. The best way to understand its potential is to think about the early internet. I mean, before HTTP, it was just this messy collection of separate networks. But HTTP created a universal language for websites. And in doing so, it unleashed the web as we know it. The hope is that NLIP can do the exact same thing for AI agents.
So that's the final crucial question we're left with. A simple protocol like HTTP gave us the entire modern web and it completely changed the world. So what happens when we create a universal language, not just for documents, but for trillions of intelligent agents, all able to collaborate with each other seamlessly? What kind of world will they build?